Oh, yes guys, I had a haircut, okay? Yeah, you guys will always comment in the comment section down below that I got a haircut. Yeah, I got it 2 days ago, man. But in this video, we're gonna check out how to defeat Cliff with his Aerodactyl team. So hi to all of you guys. So Cliff and Sierra and Arlo has had their mons change again, and in my opinion right now, Cliff is the most difficult out of the 3 leaders to actually take out. Thanks to his very first Pokemon, Aerodactyl, which is a very versatile Pokemon thanks to the fast move that it has, which I'll go through in a couple of minutes time. But first things first, let's bring my screen up, and you guys can see that I'm already standing next to Cliff. Yep, Cliff is really difficult to take down, man. But I'm not going to show you guys the team that I use to actually take down Cliff. First, I'm going to run through with you guys what he has and also what, a website recommends, which we will go ahead to see. Yep, it's Pokémon GO Hub. Alright, thank you very much, Pokémon GO Hub, for all the information. And let's go to check out Cliff's team. Alright, he obviously will start off with Aerodactyl first of all. And Aerodactyl, the irritating thing about Aerodactyl, it has Bite, which is a Dark type fast move. It has Steel Wing, which is a Steel type fast move. And it has Rock Throw, which is a Rock type fast move. They're all very deadly, and Aerodactyl's attack stat is super duper high. That's why a lot of Pokemon do not stand a chance to survive past burning 2 of its shields. A lot of Pokemon do not survive past that. But I'll show you guys the Pokemon that I actually use to actually counter his Aerodactyl. Okay, so his second Pokemon, there are always 3 options. One is Galate, second is Credeli, third is Slowking. I would think the ratio for all this to appear is maybe like 40% or 45% chance to be Galate, 20 to 30% chance to be Credeli, and 20 to 30% chance to be Slowking. And the last one is actually Tyranitar, Mamoswine, and Dusknoir. And Tyranitar comes out, I would say, like around 70 to 60% of the time, whereas for Mamoswine it comes out maybe like 20 to 30% of the time. Dusknoir is like 5 to 10% of the time. So you guys might be wondering, how do I know all this? It's because I have battled Cliff more than 60 times already. And so far with the team that I'm running with, I have not lost a single battle against him. So before we go ahead to check out my team, I'm going to run you guys some of the counters that Pokemon GO Hub has recommended. Alright, against the Aerodactyl, you guys can use all these Pokemon starting from Tyranitar, Cobalion, Melmetal, Empoleon, Togekiss, and also Kyogre. These are all pretty awesome counters, including certain ones like Lucario, etc. It also works. Okay, what you want to do is to burn shields ASAP. You want to use a fast move that generates energy really quickly, at the same time a charge move that requires very little energy to actually utilize, such as if you look at Cobalion with Metal Claw and Sacred Sword. Yes, that's the one. Melmetal with Thunder Shock, that charges up energy really quickly. Of course, with the Rock Slide or Superpower, it actually able to burn the shields really quickly. You wouldn't want to use Superpower though, because the Superpower will actually debuff your Melmetal. And Pokemon like Charm user like Togekiss or Empoleon with Waterfall and Kyogre with Waterfall, they don't charge up their energy that quickly. And also moves such as even Ancient Power, Hydro Cannon, or Surf, they actually require more energy than later on the move that I'm going to show you guys. So let's go ahead and check out Galate though. Alright, there are actually 3 fast moves that Galate has: Charm, Low Kick, and also Confusion, which they are all also very irritating. Okay, it's very hard to counter Galate if you don't have the proper mon to actually counter it. But Pokemon GO Hub has recommended Hitran, Jirachi, Ho-Oh, and Lugia against the Charm user, the Charm Galate. But the Pokemon I'm going to recommend later, it doesn't matter what fast move Galate has. You can use that Pokemon against it, but it's not an easy Pokemon to obtain. Alright, against Confusion, you can use Jirachi, Lugia, Darkrai, and also Tyranitar, because they do resist the Psychic. Whereas for the Low Kick one, you want to use something that's a Ghost typing, like Giratina Altered or Origin Form. Credeli wise, well, it's the easiest actually. Yeah, you can use all this, and also in fact you can use your fighting type mons like Machamp and whatsoever, which they'll recommend at the end also against Tyranitar. Yeah, you can use any of the fighters like all this that they have recommended against Tyranitar, Conqueror, Scrafty, Machamp against the Credeli. It works also. okay, since Cradily is a rock and grass typing Pokemon. So the Slowking wise, it is a water and psychic type Pokemon. You want to use something that does super effective to it, like a ghost or dark type move. But most of the Pokemon that you're going to use, you know, like example Umbreon that they have recommended, it is tanky. It's going to take a long time to actually take down the Slowking because the firepower from Umbreon isn't that great. Alright, Metagross is fine, but if you get, you know, the Slowking with Water Gun, you're going to still suffer a lot of neutral damage, and it has stab for the Slowking, which is really, really painful. Yeah. So I won't go through too much, I'm just going to skim through it. Whereas for Dusknoir, you guys want to use a normal type Pokemon, which technically speaking, using what Pokemon Go Hub has recommended, you need to figure out what move the Cleave is going to use, and also what, not Cleave is going to use, his Pokemon are going to use, right? Like even Mamoswine, and you know, you can use water type Mons against it. But what if you do not know what Pokemon he's going to use, what moves the Pokemon have? That's when you can go in blind, which is what I always do. I never ever go and figure out like, okay, I fight once and then I found out that he has this, that Pokemon, and then I found out that those Pokemon has this, that move. I just go in blind. So what I mean by going in blind is I don't even know what he has, like this one. Okay, let's just go ahead to fight Cleave, and this is the team that I'm running with. Alright, I'm gonna type Cleave. Okay, so these are the Pokemon that I would recommend. The first Pokemon you want to start off with is Swampert. Swampert or Galarian Stunfisk do work relatively the same way. Okay, you want to have this Swampert with Mud Shot, Hydro Cannon, and Muddy Water. If you do not have Hydro Cannon, it's fine, you still can have Surf. Alright, so Mud Shot, Surf, and Muddy Water. Hydro Cannon is a commodity day move, Surf isn't, so you can actually get those two. Muddy Water and Surf is not, you know, a problem. Okay, so the first Pokemon is Swampert. The second Pokemon is actually Giratina, and you can just use the Giratina without the second charge move unlock, which I'm going to use this shiny Giratina. It works the same way also. Okay, we're going to do that. This Giratina does not have the, you know, Dragon Pulse, which is what I normally use for Master League. The last Pokemon is actually this Pokemon that I use. Alright, Machamp, Shadow Machamp with Counter, Dynamic Punch, and Rock Slide. And that's the one that I power up to level 50, a Shadow Machamp. But we're not going to use that, we're going to use this one instead. Alright, the level 41 with Counter, Dynamic Punch, and Rock Slide. I know some of you guys might be wondering like, why don't you use Cross Chop, Brandon? It's because the last Pokemon, Tyranitar, you know, almost gets one shot by my level 50 Dynamic Punch Machamp. But if I were to use Cross Chop, I have to use Cross Chop twice, which basically wastes more time than just using one Dynamic Punch and continuing to counter it down. Okay? So that's why Dynamic Punch is a better option. And why not Cross Chop and Dynamic Punch, which I thought of it also, is because if the last Pokemon is Dusknoir and your Giratina has suffered maybe like 3 charms from the Gallade, there's a chance that your Giratina may faint from the Dusknoir, and you do not have anything to counter the Dusknoir because it's a ghost type mon, right? You're not going to do anything to it if you have Cross Chop and Dynamic Punch. I thought through it already. You can still use Rock Slide to actually do a better amount of damage onto the Dusknoir. Anyway, enough of talking. Let's go ahead to Battle Cleave. Like I said, I'm going in blind. I don't even know what Pokemon he has. I don't even know what move he has. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is actually to burn the shields. So the best way and fastest way to burn the shields with Swampert is actually to use Muddy Water. Alright, 3 and 4 Muddy Water, you get to your Muddy... What, 4 Mud Shot, you get to your Muddy Water. Brandon, talk properly. You can't even talk today. What's wrong with you? Maybe you cut your hand, your brain is gone also. Okay, anyway, the first shield is down. You don't have to actually slide at all. So 4 Mud Shots get you to a Muddy Water. You guys can see that the Rock Throw is really painful, alright? Aerodactyl is a super duper strong Pokemon. And with Rock Throw, it's just insane. But with the ground typing that Swampert has, it's technically resisted. Okay, so he's going to use his charge move. Obviously, I want to shield that. I do not want my Swampert to die since my Hydro Cannon, or should I say Surf, is also ready because, yeah, technically it's the same amount of energy. So I can fire off 2 Hydro Cannons right now. I won't have a problem firing off the second one from what I can see. If the Aerodactyl has Steel Wing, it's also fine. You definitely can fire off the second Hydro Cannon or Surf without a problem at all. But if the Aerodactyl has Bite, which will does neutral damage to your Swampert, you may not be able to fire off the Hydro Cannon, the second Hydro Cannon. So anyway, he's going to bring in Slowking, which I'm going to bring in my Giratina. It's fine, totally fine. Giratina basically resists Water Gun and also suffer neutral damage from the Confusion, which is totally fine. You know, I did thought of using Gengar, But of course, the Gengar was super effective from the confusion, which isn't ideal. Okay, so at this moment right now, I can just farm down the Slow King, and his last Pokemon, like I said, high chance will be Tyranitar, which is just gonna happen. I'm not even gonna use my charge move at all, since it is resisted. Alright, I'm gonna let the Tyranitar take me down. Yep, Tyranitar take me down. No problem at all. And then my Machamp will come in. Yep, this is the level 40 non-shadow Machamp. And like I said, you know, he can just do whatever he wants, man. He can't take me out. You see, I can even just not use the Dynamic Punch at all until like maybe this moment. Okay, of course I still need to use it. And I still have a shield left. So if he's going to use his Crunch on me, I still can shield up. So it's not that difficult if you actually have the proper counters. And I know some of you guys may not have the mons that I have, but this is the team that I use to counter Cliff's whatever Pokemon, whatever moveset without a fail. Without failing. Okay? Seriously, I have not failed yet. Other than failing and talking. Something is wrong with me today. Yeah. Not only today, maybe every day. Yeah. So anyway, like I said, you know, with Cliff having whatever Pokemon and whatever moveset, this team handles it well. I don't have to even like worry about what his Aerodactyl has, his Mamoswine has, or whatsoever. I mean, the last Pokemon, the Machamp, I did thought of using Lucario also, but if it happens that the Mamoswine has Mud Slap, Lucario will die, man. Yeah, I thought of that also, and I tried it also. Eventually, I was lucky enough not to encounter a Mamoswine with Mud Slap, otherwise my Lucario would have just fainted very easily. So anyway, I think that is all that I have to show to you guys. This Aerodactyl does not have a really good IV, so I'm going to purify it. And yeah, hopefully you guys have found this video a little bit insightful and a bit helpful for those of you who are trying to defeat Cliff, especially for those of you who are trying to grind Cliff for, you know, a good Aerodactyl or even the Aerodactyl Candy XL, because Aerodactyl is a really strong Mega Pokemon, which I'm awaiting its arrival in the future. That's why I'm trying to grind out the Candy XL also, and that's why it's also a very difficult Pokemon to get the Candy XL also. Damn it. Yep, so if you guys learn a thing or two from this video, don't forget to leave a like on the video. It'd be much appreciated. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys in the next episode, in the next video. Oh my god, maybe I should have cut the top. Maybe I wouldn't have spoken like this today. Who knows? Alright, so with that said, I would like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode, in the next video. Alright, goodbye.